Hello everyone, it's Andrea here, the dancing economist, going live after a long time as preparation for some big events coming up soon. Today I am here because I would like to talk about something that was inspiring me in the last couple of weeks, seeing all the people, running after their lives. Me, myself, got exhausted. And it made me think about the wheel of life, and today we will talk about that. But just right before that, if you are new or if you follow me for a long time and you need a little bit of catch up with me, I'm Andrea. I'm originally from Hungary. I live in Kuala Lumpur for the last 6 years, and I have been empowering many since then by my events, by my summits, and next to it, I'm also loving to learn about different cultures. So I got to go to Kuala Lumpur because of my path. I love it here, and I'm happy to help anyone who is coming along the way. And today we will talk about the wheel of life, which is something very important, and a lot of people talked about it before me. So it's not an invention, it's nothing that you can take for granted from me. It's something that I found somewhere, and I believe it's very interesting. So let's get to the chase, and let's get to the main point, the wheel of life and the big picture. Why I gave the title to this today's live is because sometimes when you are dealing with a lot of troubles and the life is taking you, you forget the big picture. And time to time, when we just go out of our daily things and sufferings and all the things that we are doing, you can actually go further and see everything from a further, bigger perspective. The wheel of life was invented long time ago. It's very well known in the Buddhism. They say that even Buddha was the one who was designing it, and he was sharing it with a king. And it's coming from the Tibetan directions, and it's also on each of the Tibetan temples. But Peter G. Meyer was the one who was modernizing it, and who was talking about it more in the 1960s. So everyone can interpret it on their way, just like everything else. But the main thing is it tries to show different areas of life, and tries to show and make a checkpoint for you where you are in the different segments, how you value yourself in those different segments, and how you perform in those segments, and how you can help yourself to grow in those different areas. We all know what it is about. I also have it on the poster that I showed you, and I can also show you one version that I am actually I put together for the Global Empowerment Hub, and I will share my screen. So basically, I will share my screen and you will see one version of it. Again, it's not something that is kind of like something that I invented. I just try to make it a little bit different, and I try to add new things to it. So I will make it a little bit bigger so that you see it more. So what I've added to it is today's perspective about the digital concept of life, because that's what's pressuring us. We have to be everywhere. We are going online, we are on social medias, and we want to be with our families, but in the same time, hi Partviva, hi Murat, hi Cynthia. So it's something that is actually pressuring us to be everywhere. And imagine it's already difficult to be in one dimension, how difficult it is in existing in two, creating your existence in two. So the wheel of life also needs some kind of renewal. We all need to renew our perspectives and see that how we can apply the digital awareness and the digital existence of ourselves, the metaverse, the Web3, the new worlds, the virtual technology, the way how I am connected to you today. These are all things that we have to consider. So today I just wanted to catch up with you, and also if you have questions, please feel free to ask me. The live stream will be around 30 minutes, and I will not take longer than that. For those who are already with me, please feel free to ask questions, challenge me. I love challenges, so the more challenging the question is, the better it is for me. And also, just to acknowledge, this is the Impact Journal. I'm starting it today, and it will lead to something that is coming at the end of this live stream. I will explain it to you, and I'm happy to introduce it to you. And I would also ask you, like, what would you add to the wheel of life? What would you add as an extra yourself, like someone who is knowing the wheel of life, who would like to learn more about the wheel of life, or already someone who is applying it? What would you add to it? We all know that there is the professional part, the professional aspect. You have the social life, you have the relationships, you have the work-life integration, you have all the mental and health and well-being. You have also the personal growth aspects, and you have the environment aspect. So what is something that is missing for you? I always say to everyone, because I was a dancer since I was 6, that's how I became the dancing economist. I'm also applying everything that I learned in dancing in my business life and in my personal life. So once you are a dancer, you learn to build yourself up from, like my friend Lilita says, from zero to hero. So you are starting to experiment first your surroundings. And as a dancer, you really have to know whatever is around you, how you are actually existing on the dance floor. When you are going for a competition, you have to see the judges, you have to be aware of your steps, you have to get some interaction going on with the audience and yourself. You have to make sure that you are doing the right steps, and you are also sure that you are in harmony with your partner and the music. So that's a lot of things, just like in life. And if you consider this, then we are really overwhelmed. And then duplicate it today, because you want to do the same things also virtually. So this comes with a big challenge and a lot of overwhelming pressure to perform in all those areas. So I'm asking you the question, and if you're already listening to me, please feel free to ask questions. How do you see yourself when you are trying to perform in this samsara, the cyclic existence, right? Or wheel of life? How do you see yourself? What are the places, what are the points, if you look at this circle, where you are not performing so well? What are the things that you would add here? What are the things that you are aware of, and what are the things that you need to be more conscious about? So that would be today's questions. If you have anything, just please add to the comment section, and I'm happy to answer. But basically, once you understand that in life, there is a box that has been created for you by conditioning, that has been created for you because of your cultural background. It has been created for you because you were born somewhere, location, so geographical location. It has been given to you because of your social environment, or it has been given to you because of your education. Then comes your values, then comes all the things that are layering themselves up, and they are making you. So imagine like a good diet. There's no recipe for doing life on a good way and doing life on a bad way. There are ways how you do it. And I would encourage you also to dare to do it your way. Because even if some diet, like low carb diet, is working for someone, maybe it's not working for someone else. Or I tried to be a vegetarian. It was not working for me, so I changed it back. So it's the same with life, and it's the same with all the things that you do. Whatever you hear, even from me, I encourage you to consider it something that you have to interpret into your own circumstances. Yes, exactly. There is no recipe. Thank you so much for adding the comment. That's what I believe, and I believe everyone, every time when you go for a coach, every time when you're listening to all the lives and all the streams and all the social media, there is one thing that people most of the time are missing, is relating the information to their own circumstances, because that will decide whether you can apply that thing on your own life, whether you are driven by that thing that you heard, and whether you can really change things by going to all these events. You're welcome, Jack. Thank you so much for supporting back. And Jack is one of the beautiful friends that I have in Malaysia. She's most self-actualized person I have ever known. Thank you so much for joining us. I think Cynthia is here too. Thank you for joining. Thank you also, Partiva. I hope I pronounce your name well. And we also have Murat here. Nice to have you guys here. And it's the first of many sessions that I'm doing here. I love commitment, so you will see me popping up many times, not just alone, but also with some experts who I'm working with in the upcoming months to empower others. But today, the topic is still the wheel of life. So I'm really confident about it, that if you think about it from a different perspective, and if you let me open another perspective for you, then it will give you some kind of an overview of a different life that can help you to change faster, to adapt faster, to interpret everything what you learn faster. A lot of people are procrastinating today. A lot of people want to do everything at the same time. They want to fix their lives just like one day to the other. Let me tell you, whoever is telling you it's possible from one day to the other, it's not. So it's definitely a long-term journey. It's not something that written in stone. And as I told you, it's also for everyone, it's a different recipe. So how can you start? First of all, just make an inventory, right? So when you are a dancer, like I was as a competitive dancer for more than 25 years, and it stayed with me even in my event producing profession, or even when I'm organizing events, or even when I'm with people. The first thing that you have to do is always looking inwards and checking yourself and seeing the world with your own values that are existing today. I always tell to my mentees that it's two ways to go. One of them is, do I want to go this way? Do I want to change? Or I want to stay and I will accept where I am. If you go towards number one and you want to change, it's a hard work, it's a long time journey. If you go for acceptance, that means 100% fully accept whatever you decide. That means there is no complaints, there is no looking back. You accept your performance, you accept your values, you accept your achievements. But if you want to change, the first step is doing kind of an inventory, maybe with the help of the Wheel of Life that I presented to you, that helps you to check all the areas around you. Check your relationships, check your personal life, check your business, check all the well-being points that you can think about, and time to time do it again and again. All these guides and teachings and coaching and events that you go to, honestly, they are a waste of time if you are not implementing it. I seriously consider to read less books and use the books just as some kind of assignments or workbooks. So as I am reading the book, I'm already implementing what I'm reading in the book. Because no matter how many books you read, if you don't change, or if you don't adapt, or if you don't experience the things that you read about in the books, your life will not go from A to B. It's like when you believe that watching 5 more series on TV will change your life and you will be much happier, or you will be much more relaxed, which is true if you take away some learnings and takeaways from the movie, then it will help your life to develop. But if you don't take away anything, you just sit there and you just stare out of your head like you do scroll on social media, it will not really give you extra value. It will just drain your batteries more. Because imagine it's just building up pressure by pressure what you didn't do, what you didn't achieve, what is not completed from your to-do list. So instead of that, tune down, slow down, take a little breath, in and out, and just go step by step, one day after the other, one book after the other, one partition of the wheel of life after the other, and give it some time. Maybe take 1 year to fix all the things in the personal life partition. Or take 2 years, doesn't matter. What we believe dancers is that the continuous work on yourself and on what you want to do, your goals, will bring you to your goals, will bring you to the success. It's not that you do once something, you go for practice, and then the next day you don't go, and then you go again, and then you leave out 2 practices, and then you go again, that anything will happen, because it's not continuous. It's something that we decide, and then we convince ourselves, we take that opportunity that if I do this, I will be better. Exactly, Ajahn. Dare to dream, dare to fail, and dare to act. Right. And I have a very, very good poem for this. I just found it from Steve Maraboli, from The Life, the Truth, and the Being. I will read it out for you, just to make the session a little bit interesting. So, dare to be. When a new day begins, dare to smile gratefully. When there is darkness, dare to be the first to shine a light. When there is injustice, dare to be the first to condemn it. When something seems difficult, dare to do it anyway. When life seems to beat you down, dare to fight back. When there seems to be no hope, dare to find some. When you are feeling tired, dare to keep going. When times are tough, dare to be tougher. When love hurts you, dare to love again. When someone is hurting, dare to help them heal. When another is lost, dare to help them find a way. When a friend falls, dare to be the first to extend the hand. When you cross paths with another, dare to make them smile. When you feel great, dare to help someone else feel great too. When the day has ended, dare to feel as you have done your best. Dare to be the best you can. At all times, dare to be. I hope you like this. So this is from Steve Maraboli. One more time. I found it and I was thinking that this will actually be a very, very nice conclusion of everything that I wanted to show you today. That dare to dance your way, as I say it, or dare to be, or dare to do, dare to be different, or dare to show up, or dare to speak up. These are very good calling words. We have many of them. And because of the marketing approaches and the capitalism, let's go there, it become very overused. Think about unleashing. Think about those, like empowerment. Why I'm working on redefining the meaning of empowerment is coming from this too. Because it's overused. It's not the meaning that it has. The meaning of all this is that you as a person, you take the step. You sit down and you tell it to yourself. I am here for a short term. How can I make the most out of this time? Do I want to live a life that is happy on its own, in the circle of my family, in a small little town, in a jungle, next to the sea, or next to the ocean, or in a city? Or I would like to contribute, or I would like to add my value to other people. This is all your decision. The stress, what is coming to me, my friends used to say, you are creating your own misery, right? So whenever you feel that you are stressed, it's all because you put too much on your shoulders. And I am guilty as all of you. I did the same and I'm still doing it. But I have a different reason to make it so. And my reason is to help people, to support people, to make people believe that there is more, that there is more in life. And if you want to do more, again, I would like to emphasize, if you want to do more, if you want to be the one who is helping others, if you have the energy to help others, then do so. But if you don't, if you are not that kind of person, you will find your other ways of fulfillment. So maybe the part of the wheel of life, for example, the one that I was mentioning in the social life, the friends and the networking, means different to everyone. The friends, for me, means the friends that I can meet up. I love physical touch, and for me, if I can meet people personally, that is what fulfilling my friends partition of the wheel of life. Of course, virtual is also helping. In the last few years, it was helping very much, but it's a personal decision. Or if you think about networking, me personally, I prefer networking with all in. That means that I want to know the person. I don't just want to know the business. I want to know about the person, what she or he likes to do, what are they about, who they want to be, how I can support them. So that's my view, but you can also ask yourself the question, how do you implement this? How you see this wheel of life on your own? Relationship is the same. For me, family is important. I like to catch up with them, but they are very, very far away. So I'm trying to make it work, trying to balance it out, and try to make it better and better every time. And I still have a lot of things to improve in that area, for example. Self-love is another thing. Relationship is not just with ourselves. Relationship is also with someone else. So both of those needs to be balanced. You need to love yourself first and fix yourself first. As dancers, dancing economist again, we say that once you fix yourself, then you can help others. Once you fix yourself, you can be helpful. If you are actually helping others and your battery is not full, then it will mean that you will drain your batteries. And that's what we can feel nowadays, that you are out, you are giving, and at the end you don't feel that you get back because we forget to switch off. And if you check further some other particles of the wheel of life, then you can see, for example, the work-life integration, which is very, very important today. So work-life integration in the meaning of, do I really take some time off? Do I take time to stand up from next to the computer and drink water, walk around, spend some time outside? Do I really do that? Or do I think that I will switch off and sit in front of another other thing, like other computer or another screen, which is a TV? And then you start binge watch series, right? Is it a real relaxation? Is it working for you? Maybe it is. Again, always double check. It's personal. Yes, Alchan. Have me time, exactly. And we have another comment. I wouldn't add anything to the wheel of life, but it is a very good guideline to learn to integrate and balance life out. Yeah, exactly. I think that's also something that this kind of visualization of different things in life will always help you. I like to draw. I like to put points on a paper, and whenever I write it out or organize it in a way, strategically, like a circle or something, it helps me to digest it, and it helps me to feel that I accomplish things better and better. Let's go further. So we already checked the social life aspect, the relationship aspect, and the work-life integration aspect, where, of course, the new leadership, the digital leadership, the remote work, do I go to the office? Do I stay home? Do I work late night? Do I take a job which is in a different time zone? Will I be a freelancer in Bali? There are so many perspectives and aspects of this question. And then the well-being, of course, because as a dancer originally, I tell to everyone that please take care of your body, because if you don't do that, then you cannot really reach any of your goals. That's the only thing that I believe is the same for everyone, no matter what works for you, but take care of your temple, take care of your own body. Because if you have big goals, you need your body on a long term to serve you, and to be spot on and to be 100% there, you really need your well-being and your spiritual mind, body, and spirit, soul kind of balance. And then the next one is contribution and creation, like wealth creation and giving to others. Here I can say charity, or all the Patreon accounts that you have created for other charities, for example, or digital wealth creation that is now on the spot, and everyone is talking about it, or any kind of savings that you are building up. These are the things that are very, very important. So let me check my voice, because some of you said that you cannot hear me. So let me just check it one time. Okay. Very, very important. Okay. So I think I'm checking. Let me check my... Okay, I can hear you. Okay. So... Yes, Achan can hear me. Thank you, guys. It's really, really important, again, because we are in a live stream. So all the time when you are having these issues, thank you for notifying me. And then the next thing is also, please also notify me if it's changing or if someone can hear me, because that helps the live stream. All right, so we were at the wealth creation and the giving part. It's called contribution part, right? And then we come to the personal growth, which is also something very important. So the personal growth aspect is, first on my side, it's awareness, right? So personal growth comes from knowing where you are, what you are doing in the moment, how your body feels, how your mind feels, and how is your spiritual well-being. If you are aware of all this, that's you and your strong core here in the middle. And then you also have here, you see my strong core as a dancer, right? And around me, I also have to take care of my surroundings. So acceptance and awareness is coming from seeing every single thing happening around you. And you can practice this. Like a practical tip is just to be in a very crowded street and try to note who is around you, what type of shirts they are wearing, what are they doing, who is speaking, what can you understand or what you can't understand. So these are the things that can help you, and you can practice every day to be more and more aware, or check in with yourself. How do you feel? You are excited? Are you feeling sad? In the morning, you can ask yourself these questions, and that's also building your awareness. Other things that you can check is basically the knowledge that you have. So use your skills, upgrade your skills, and again, take what is good for you, and also make sure that you are implementing those steps. Okay? The next partition is a bit bigger, and it's about your environmental aspect. So we were inside and now we are coming outside. And the environmental aspect is something also that is very neglected, because everyone thinks that the earth is here for us and we can do whatever we want, and no matter what we do, we will be served forever by this beautiful place that we are living in. And that's why sustainability comes into the picture. And that's why it's so important to really think about it and then act on it. So if you can, then not just read about it, but also act on it. You stand up, you put the garbage into the waste bin, you collect the waste in different partitions, different types of waste, you do recycling, you make sure you are supporting institutions that are helping to build the sustainability. So with all these environmental issues, the actions are the ones that will make the change, right? And then you have the home and work environment, you have your online, offline environment, the smaller picture. So make sure that you figure out how you make it super comfortable for yourself, and also make sure that you are very healthy and convenient in the virtual space, and you are also very convenient in the real living space. And make sure that you spend a little bit more time outside than inside of the virtual space. Why? Because we are created to be creatures who are existing outside, and we are created to be on the fresh air. We are created to survive because we get the sunlight. So it's very important to take care of this part and find the balance, although it can be very overwhelming with all the things going on today. So that's the Wheel of Life, coming straight away from the Tibetan Buddhist temples, straight away from Buddha himself, as legend says it. He designed it, he drew it, and he gave it to King Rudrayana, if I pronounce it right. And also thank you, Paul G. Meyer, who was creating the whole modernized Wheel of Life concept in the 1960s. So if you want to take away something and you want to take an action step on this session today, then please take the Wheel of Life. Sit down tonight when you have 5 or 10 minutes and check in with yourself. Give yourself a rating in all the areas. Where do you stand? And don't stop here. Once you rated yourself, then also please try to put one action step to the area which is the weakest and which you want to focus on in the upcoming few weeks, months, or years. Don't take all of it. Advice from someone who is a hyperactive person. Take one and then work on it on a long term. And once you fixed it, once it's on a higher level, you can switch to another category and you can work on that too. Why we talked about the Wheel of Life today is because I have a platform which is called Global Empowerment Hub, where we are having a holistic approach about life and business. And I would love to have you on this platform. I would love you to watch us being there for 5 weeks from the 28th of October until the 28th of November, online on all platforms, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, and all the other medias, to help you to reboot, to help you to redesign your life. We are living in an exciting life, and a very exciting life. This lifetime will be remembered forever because the way how we live is just changing. The way how you imagine life is changing. This is the time when generations are shifting and the new generation starts to live a life that we have never lived before. So if you do it right, we can stay connected and the change will be seamless. If we do it wrong, there will be a big gap in between generations and in between the old life and the new life. So I would love to have you there at the Global Empowerment Summit, where we will talk about all the things around the Wheel of Life, around the holistic approach of living a life or running a business, about digital sustainability, the transition from real life to digital virtual life, even metaverse and Web3 and cryptocurrencies, even personal development, digital wealth creation. We will also talk about leadership development, offline and online, how your employees changed in the last few years. We will also talk about tools that you can use and that will help you to grow or help your business to grow. And we will have future of art and fashion, which is also something that I take very good care of, because art is something very close to my heart, and I believe artists are the solution for today's problems in the world. Because, as I said back in the times, we artists are most of the time uncorruptible. And why I say that? Because our art and our passion for art and expressing ourselves will be always bigger than any kind of manipulation coming towards us. Some people think it's arrogance. Some people think it's just it's incomprehensible, but for artists, it's the true art what matters. It's the better living what matters. It's brightening up someone's day that matters. It's making our art unapologetically ours what matters. So I believe in the future, if all change makers, impact individuals, impactpreneurs, and all those people who are believing in the power of art, diversity, they all come together and they really do the steps together to help each other instead of hustling on their own, then we can really create a change. And that's the goal of the Global Empowerment Hub. No competition. It's basically bringing everyone together who is high integrity and heart-centered individual, who is a change maker, who is an impact entrepreneur, and providing them a space where they can exist, where they can exchange services, where they can create their own digital ecosystem, where they can create impactful changes, when they can accelerate each other's activity, right? Thanks, Yuva, for being here. Hello, Mina. You will meet them at the Global Empowerment Summit. And yes, amazing topics. I'm so excited. There are more than 100 plus speakers already on board. I will reveal the speakers from next week onwards. When I was making the posters, I was just looking at it and it almost didn't fit any kind of Canva template. So yes, it's an exciting moment. We have 15 days to go. If you would like to come on board, then the easiest way to come is just to go to the website, globalempowermenthub.com. I will put the link in the comment. And then once you are there, then you just sign up for the free ticket, or you can also upgrade and support us. We all know that it's hard times nowadays, so we made it super, super accessible to come and enjoy high ticket coaches like Veronica Ovusu and Wasim and Michael, like Piero. There are so many people coming on board to help you. And if you support us with buying the tickets, that will mean that we can also come back to you every year and bring you more and more value. And if you are curious about what did we do in the previous years, then you can check back the YouTube channel, Global Empowerment Hub YouTube channel, and you can see the already 500 hours of work that we put together in the last 3 years. This is the third year, with the more than 350 speakers who volunteered for us and who were actually part of this initiative. So this is the Impact Journal, kind of like my journal while we are going towards the summit. And also I would like to share with you some value. And as one of my friends said this morning, it's a way of getting back in practice and getting out of my own comfort zone, getting ready to be on screen and solving all the technical issues and finding out why they are occurring, just like one of the Facebook users said that they couldn't hear me. So take life and make the most out of it. I will close with one quote. And this quote is from the Great Handbook of Quotes. Go to wherever dreamland you decide on, but go with passion hand in hand. You will never be tired on the way. So be fueled by passion, dare to dance your way, and I will see you very, very soon with the next Impact Journal, the second edition, and not so far away. In the end of October, I will come back with 100 plus experts, and we will empower you around the wheel of life, around the holistic life, around the business, and around everything what we can bring to you. I'm really, really excited. I'm super emotional right now because it has been 1 year since I haven't been live like this. But yeah, super happy to have you here, guys. Thank you so much, Murad, Partiva, Cynthia, Jagatis, also Alchen, and I saw Yuva, Mina, and Monica also. Thank you so much for being here. And I will come back. I will have guests also popping up sometimes. And I hope you will enjoy the journey with us and you will journey with us towards the betterment of the world. So keep it up, guys. Have a beautiful day, and thank you for being here today. Bye bye.